What's up, Tech Nation? All right, guys. So it's the world according to Zoom. As much as Microsoft Teams and Google Meet want a piece of the action, they're trying so hard to do that. They're giving you more free time. By the way, I do know Google Meet is giving you unlimited time and up to 250 people in a conference, okay? But it's not as good as the quality of Zoom. Okay. Microsoft Teams requires you to have I think it requires you to have a subscription to Office 365. I'm not sure, don't hold me to that, but I know they require something regarding Microsoft. So I don't want any restrictions. Zoom still is the favorites. Everybody's doing Zoom, the teachers, we're doing Bible study by Zoom. I'm meeting people by Zoom, all that. So let me tell you, let me share you. I've been using Zoom like 2 years before anybody, all of you started using it. So thanks a lot. Welcome. I don't mind. But anyway, let me tell you what I've learned on Zoom. Okay. First of all, these videos that I do where I sit in front of my computer and record myself, I'm recording right now in Zoom. You got the record button at the bottom. You start a meeting. You don't have to invite anybody, and you sit by yourself and you just talk to the computer and you teach people. So you can record in Zoom. You don't have to record in Photo Booth or anything else, or any of the other like QuickTime, I think, or whatever. You can just use Zoom and just hit record and just start talking. Okay. This is how Pastor Jim and I do our show on YouTube, where we're side by side. Because we do it in Zoom, we can record the entire thing and I can edit it and everything. It saves it on your hard drive, okay? So that's the first tip and trick. The next one is inviting people. A lot of people don't know you have to, the newest version of Zoom, if you haven't updated, update. The newest version of Zoom, you can have lobbies. You can create a meeting number that you can use again and again. And everybody can meet you. Like my Bible study, we meet every Wednesday. I have the same number. They type the number in, but I set it up to where they have to wait in a lobby. They can't come right into the meeting. This prevents anybody from hacking your number. They had a lot of issues of inappropriate pictures and behavior on screen to the children while they were doing schooling. Well, now you have to be authorized by the host to come on in. So I get, like in the chat window, it'll say so-and-so's, in the lobby, do you admit or ignore? And that's, you admit everybody one by one. That's all when you set up a meeting. You could schedule a meeting. That's in the settings in there. So if you're trying to do that, I highly recommend it because because it's popular. Whenever it's popular, all the people all over the world, it's like we're the only country that has something to do. Everybody else trying to hack my Facebook from Kosovo or from Cambodia or whatever. It's like they got nothing else going on. So anyway, make them go to a lobby, they have a password. The passwords were put in because of security issues. And give the people in your meeting passwords and the meeting number, okay? And then wait, they'll pop up and admit them. So another thing is if you hit the participants button down below, out pops a chat window. It shows everybody who's in the meeting and all that. You can mute everybody. You can unmute everybody. You have total control. You probably already know that because you've been hosting videos before. But down there that's where you find the invite button. It used to not be there. You used to be able to invite right on the screen, but now you got to pop open that chat window. You can either pop it open. Let me see. You pop it open by hitting participants. Okay. And then in the chat window, there should be a button there for raising your hand. A lot of people don't even know that you can raise your hand in that menu right there at the bottom of the participants window. Where is reactions? There it is. Reactions is like, I love what you're saying. I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to clap like that. Okay. Then I'm going to, oh, good job, good job. So I do a thumbs up like that. All right. So the two reactions are clapping and thumbs up. I don't know why there's not more. I always wondered. They'll probably add more. Anyway, So the reactions button is at the very bottom. I do know that. You can prevent people from sharing their screen. The best way to take care of your settings is not through Zoom app. Not on mobile, not on tablet. Go to the desktop, log on to the website Zoom, and do your settings in there to set things up, because there's more settings in there in the website of Zoom. I think it's zoom.us. Okay, you get more in settings than you even do in the app. This is the settings. There it is. These are your settings on the website. Just go over to settings on the left here. Okay, and you scroll down. They're going to make passwords and lobbies mandatory. Require a password for instant messaging. The administrators lock this setting and you cannot change it. All of your meetings will be using this setting. See, the administrators lock the setting. They're making sure there's passwords and lobbies. That as of April 5th, I think that's what they said, April 5th. It's required now. It's default. Like, for example, if you want to broadcast live on Facebook and on YouTube, you can do it all through Zoom software. But you got to go to their website, into their settings on the website, not the settings on your app, okay? What else have I learned? Because we've been using this software for a long time. You guys all know you can whiteboard, and you have the ability to share your desktop or just one window. So let's say I open QuickBooks. I don't want to share the rest of my desktop. I don't want you seeing things or whatever. So I'm going to give you're just going to see QuickBooks, and then we're going to work together on that. So that's about it. Now, the other thing is, when you close Zoom and you've been recording, it has to convert it. So what you do is once you end the meeting for everybody, let it do its conversion. Don't touch anything. Don't get rid of it. And then it'll ask you, where do you want to save the file? So if you're recording a video for, let's say, your students, then you let it process, and then it gets saved under desktop, documents and Zoom. At least on the Mac it does. It probably gets in documents also with PC. I'm guessing. I don't know exactly. But a lot of people, guys, if you're not talking, mute your Zoom. If you're not talking, put your ear over the microphone. You see your microphone bounces up and down as you talk. So if you're in a conference and you got the kids running around screaming and killing each other, just click on the mute button and a line goes through it. Nobody can hear you. If you have to cough, you're going to be like, then click your microphone back on and join the conversation again if you have something worth saying. So that's pretty much it. Zoom is very powerful. I like a lot of the stuff that they do. I have heard things about Zoom regarding security issues. I've never had a security problem with Zoom. I've never had anybody interrupt one of my meetings. I use this software all the time. So as the other two, Google and Microsoft, promote theirs and people start jumping boards and freaking out over security issues, as people start leaving Zoom, it works even better. All right. So far, all I know is that, Zoom's pretty good. Oh, here's the last tip. I have one more tip. If you let's say you're on the free Zoom, okay? I'm on the free Zoom. So somebody told me this, we only get 40 minutes. You get up to 100 people, first 40 minutes is free. Then it boots you off and wants you to upgrade, okay? The beauty is, now I don't know if they're going to lock us out or change this, but if you want to game Zoom, okay, listen carefully. Go back into your meeting, you get another 40 minutes free. Yeah. So we all get booted out of our Bible study and we all jump back in and we're on for another 40 minutes. So that's crazy. So these are all the little things that I've learned being on Zoom. If you want, there is a video on YouTube. If you want to broadcast Facebook and YouTube from this software, you want to go to two places. You can do it in Zoom, but I don't want to give Zoom any control or connection with my YouTube account. It's not happening. That's my livelihood. I'm not letting anybody have access to my account. So if you want to broadcast live in two different spots, just do it on 2 different tabs on your browser. I broadcast on Facebook and I broadcast on YouTube, and I'm on the same browser. I have one tab for Facebook. I go Facebook Live on that tab. I have another tab for YouTube Live, and I go live there, and it goes live on both channels. So don't think you need any special software to do that, okay? But Zoom's a lot of fun. It's been a lifesaver. Everybody is using it right now, and props for them. I hope that the software stays around, and I hope it stays free. You know, but if you have any questions, just write me. But in the meantime, that's my tips and tricks for working with Zoom, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Love you. Bye bye. There's one last tip I forgot, so I'm jumping in right now just to let you guys know. You can ring each other like a telephone. If I have Zoom open and Pastor Jim has Zoom open, I can ring him because he's in my Zoom contact list. The thing you have to remember is you send somebody a Zoom invite, they must go into their Zoom contact list. They don't get an email or a text message or nothing. So there'll be an alert that I have invited you to be in my contact list. Okay, then once you have that, you have a button that you can just press and go directly to that person, and their computer rings. So if their app is open, it'll ring. So basically, if you're trying to get a hold of a contact or add somebody, you got to get their permission first. And it's not by email, it's by within the Zoom meeting. Call the person, say, look, go into your Zoom software, go into your contacts, and approve my friendship, please, so that I can ring you within Zoom. Otherwise, you have to email an invite link, and that's a little bit more difficult than just pressing one button and waiting. I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, if I think anything else, I'll jump back in.